Daham netha TV.
මුලා වුණෙත් විවර කරන්නට කාලයයි මේ.
Today I'm going to give you a small Dhamma sermon and going to practice to you a small meditation, right? So first of all, we'll observe 5 precepts all together. Say Namo Tassa, and we'll have observe the 5 precepts and start the program today. Take a moment. Namo Tassa can back. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhyami, Adinādana veramani sikkhapadang samadhyami, Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhyami, Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhyami, Saramere majjapamādhattāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhyami, Tissaranena saddhim pañcasīlaṃ dhammang sādhukam surakkhitam katva Apamādena sampādē tabbang. Samantā cakkavālesu atrā gaccantu devatā Saddhammang munirājassa sunantu saggamokkhadam Dhammasavana kālo ayam badantā Dhammasavana kālo ayam badantā Dhammasavana kālo ayam badantā Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Anda bhuto ayam loke tanugetta vipassita sakunta jala mutto appo sanggaya gacchati. Venerable monks, my dear little Dhamma friends, today I am just going to deliver to you just a little Dhamma sermon, and to practice special meditation to you depend on the time is allocated to me, right? So first of all, we'll just have a little discussion why you are doing this thing, or why your parents are forcing to do this kind of thing. I mean, to observe this sil, or we are calling the morality, or you are forcing to learn Dhamma and practice all these meditations and Dhamma. Why you are doing that thing? Just I am asking a simple question. Why you all are doing this thing? Why is that? I mean, why you all are learning the Buddhism or practicing Buddhism practices, or the meditations, or the moralities, whatever it is? Why you all are doing that thing? You are learning, no? You are coming to the Sunday school, no? No? You are coming. So why you are learning? What is the purpose of that? So you should have. Do you have any purpose? Yeah?
As in, the purpose is to one day become gain a sense of become a stream entrant, or if we want to become either suriyarathana or
Mm-hmm.
or becoming like.
So that is a big target. So okay, that is the final goal of the Buddhist person, to become a stream enter, or what we are calling as the Sotapanna, and the once written and unwritten, and the enlightenment one. So that is the huge target, right? So that is good, right? So anyone should have that target, but to achieve that target, so we have to do certain things, right? So mainly that is the object of you. What about the others? But he is having a huge target. That's the main target of the Buddhism, or the Lord Buddha has preached this Dhamma to achieve that thing. So that is the final target. What about the other friends? What are you doing? What are you thinking? Why you are practicing these kind of things? What you can get from this thing? Is there anything? Nothing? So you are doing this for nothing? Yeah.
So we have to learn all about the Buddhist things, and
Yeah.
so like we can't just learn one thing, we have to learn everything. Like we don't have to be the smartest, like because we are Buddhists, we have to learn most of the things about Buddhists.
Yeah. So because of you are a Buddhist, you have to learn what the Buddhism, and you have to practice it, what the things in there, right? So that is correct. So what I'm asking, so what you can get from that thing? So practicing Buddhism, or generally we will say the Buddhism is we are calling as a religion. So every person is following a certain religion. So now you are choose Buddhism as a religion, and you follow that thing. So why you follow the Buddhism? Then the other you can follow another Christianism or the Hinduism or like that. Yeah. So you think, just say what you want. Yeah. Yeah. I can't hear you clearly. Yeah, just say louder. Okay, say it louder, it's okay. Whatever you thought, it's okay. Yeah, what are you going to tell? Yeah, preventing from the apaya. Yeah, that's correct. Buddhism is there is a theory, the practical method to prevent to go to the apaya, or we'll say that as a reborn in apaya. So we are believing as a Buddhist there are next life after this life. We are believing we are having a next life. So but she is telling that, so it prevents you to be in apaya. So that is what we are calling as a hell. Then generally in the Buddhism we are calling totally the apaya, that is the animal state, and we are calling as a gremlins, hungry beings. So we are called that as a preta, and niraya in Pali term. So that's what we call the hell, right? All together, all these four stages we are calling generally as apaya, right? So what she is telling is that, so by practicing this Buddhism, you can prevent the next life. It won't be in the hell or the hungry being or like that in apayas. So okay, that's the one achievement we can do. Okay, so what do you think?
Most of it, they say they teach us a lot of things
Yeah.
Like Christians, they don't tell us we are going to hell or heaven. They just talk.
Yeah, they are telling they are going to hell. If they do bad actions, they will go to the hell. Yeah, they are telling.
But in Buddhism, they tell what the 5 things you don't do.
Yeah.
Like drinking bad things and
Yeah, they also can practice that thing. There is no any restriction to, because we are observing and we are doing the good thing as following the 5 precepts. Anyone can practice that thing. So they can do that thing. So they are not killing animals. They are not stealing the anyone other's goods like that. They can practice that thing. It's not not exactly allocated to the Buddhism only, right? So anyone can practice that thing. They are also having that kind of a thing, but mainly all these religions were believing that thing. But the thing is this: they are believing the God creates the world and all, and the God is controlling all the beings and all. So if they could do good actions, good karma, we are calling it as in the Pali terms, good actions. So what will happen? They will carry to the god, right? So if they do bad actions, what will happen? They will go to the hell, like that they are telling. But the thing is this, they are not clearly mentioning, clearly stating that how it has happening. So how can we know that thing? So that's the thing. So that is the main important thing in this Buddhism. All the religions were having the similar characteristics, right? None of these religions were saying to do the bad actions, to kill the people, to harm anybody, to steal, to do bad misconduction on sexual inductions or whatever it is, that kind of a things, drinking alcohol or whatever it is. They are not allowing to do that thing, right? So all the religions were having this good karma, and they are telling to achieve that thing and practice that thing. But none of these religions were clearly mentioning how you are going to be the next life, be a god, you are becoming going to the heaven, or you are going to the hell, whatever it is they are telling, but they are not clearly materialize it, how it happens. But in the Buddhism, we are having the clear path or clear method to do that thing. So that's the main thing for your little ones. Just you think like that. Even we believe or not, right? Certain religions were there. So what they do is, they think is, there is no other existence. That means after this life, there is no any other life after that, right? But what we are believing, or what even we are not believe that, the thing is actualness. There are two things we have to mainly notice in this world. So normally there are conventional truth and absolute truth. You know what the conventional truth is? What is generally we are knowing in this world, what we call as a conventional truth, right? But there is a thing what we call absolute truth. That is the reality. But this conventional truth is not the reality. The people were knowing this conventional truth, but that is a knowledge. It is a knowledge, but that is not the exact thing in this world. Right? As example, I will just tell you like this. So what we call this is a table, right? But this is the conventional truth. Is it the table? Right? We are normally, generally, all of us, we are come to a conclusion that this is the table. So from beginning, from your birth, your mother, father or teacher, they are tell us that this is the table and this is made of it like this and that, right? So but if you consider this as a table, what will happen if we dismantle this thing? Still there is a table, or what we get is only a piece of wood. If we dismantle it, we will break this to apart, right? What will happen? Is there a table anymore? What will happen to this? It will become a just piece of wood. So then actually this is the conventional truth. That's what we call is not the actual one. It is not the actual truth. So if we build a piece of wood to a certain shape, so we call it as a table. So if you get another piece of woods and build something like that, so we'll call it as a chair. So but all this table also having the wood, and this chair also having the wood. So that is the thing what we called as a conventional truth. But the absoluteness, absolutely, there is no table, there is no chair, it is only a piece of wood. So that is the absoluteness, how we have to find out absoluteness, but this is not the wood is also not the absoluteness. There is a absoluteness, we have to furthermore divide this one and divide and then we'll find out the absoluteness. So that's what I'm telling, just we have to believe the conventional truths and we have to find out this absoluteness. If the person is knowing the absoluteness, is the wise person, is knowing the exact thing about the world. So that's what I am going to just tell you. So if we believe or not, if the religion is stating that you are going to reborn back after your life, this life, so if you believe or not, that will happen, right? That's the thing. The Buddhism is what we are telling. So Lord Buddha has identified that how it happens, right? So and he clearly mentioning how we can stop that thing and how it happens also. Okay, so the main thing what we concern in this Buddhism is that thing, actually the afterlife, how it will be materialized. So the thing to do this thing, to materialize this, how this rebirth is occurring, or how we are going to stop the rebirth. So we have to know how it happens and what happens to us and how it will cause the bad state, what we call the apaya, how will it carry to the apaya, or how it comes to the heaven or the human state or whatever it is. That is the Buddhism. In the Buddhism, the Buddha is clearly identified that the main three characteristics were in here, or the actions. All the beings were having main three actions, depend on the feeling. Right? One thing is thinking. So all the beings were having that ability, the thinking ability. Depend on the thinking ability, what they do? They can speak. Right? What they do speak, depend on the feeling after thinking, and they can do certain things by their body actions. Right? Those are the main three actions all the beings were carrying out. What the things? So you have to remember those three. What the three things were: this thinking, speaking, and body actions. Right? So what we tell is think, talk, and work. Those are the three things every being, not only the human beings, all beings were doing that thing. So if you just think about the animal, so if you say the dog or cat or rat, whatever it is, what they do? Can they speak? No? Why not? So we don't know the language of them, but they are having a certain noise, right? So dog can bark, but the other dogs will know why he is barking, right? Is it correct? Yeah, they know. They are having the ability to speak, but we don't know the language of them. So that's the reason we can't understand what they are telling. Then does he think? Does the animal can think? Yes, they think. So they think, then they can produce a noise, that the speaking ability, and that is the limited ability they are having, and they can do certain things by their body, right? So the next thing is, these actions were occurring or they happened in only they feel something. You are also same. Every being was the same. Only a feeling was there. Only that time these three actions were happening. What are the feelings? All the beings were having main 6 feelings. Depend on that feeling, they do these 3 actions. In these 3 actions, what we are called as a karma. Karma, in the Pali text, what we are telling, Pali terms, in the Damma, we are telling is the karmic action. Or in this English, that we have to think like that. The thinking, talking and working. Right? So these 3 actions were happened only when you feel something. So to feel something in your body, there are 6 main devices, or we are calling as the organs, 6 main organs to get the objects from the outside. Right? What are those 6? You have to know that 6, and we are going to practice in this meditation to control our senses and achieve a certain mental state. Right? To achieve that thing, you have to clearly understand what are those actions and what are those sensing devices, or the sensing areas, we can say as that sensing organs. So you have to know that thing. What are those 6 sensing devices or sensing areas? Yeah. So you have to think what you can feel, what kind of feelings you are having, or sensing areas or sensing devices. Do you have? You have to listen to me. Yeah? You have to be with me and think what I am telling and speak with me. Then I know you are getting my idea. Yeah? Can you tell? Yeah?
The eyes.
Yeah, okay, we'll go slowly. From your eyes, what you are getting? A vision, picture from the outside, okay? Right, correct.
And then you got the ears.
Ears, for what? To hear, right? Hear what? The noise or the sound from the outside, okay? So all the objects were similarly like that. They are having the you are having the device and you are getting the object from the outside, and you create a feeling on that there. Okay, right? Yes, from ears you are getting the noise or the sound from the outside. What are the others? Yeah, nose. Yeah, from the nose, what you are getting? Smell. Yeah, I'm giving a chance to you. Yeah. Sorry. Taste. Yeah, tasting from where? Not the mouth. From your tongue. Yeah, not the mouth. Yeah, not from the mouth. You can't taste. Only the taste is feeling you are getting from the tongue. Right. What else? What else? Yeah.
The brain, when you get the idea.
From the brain you get the idea. What we are calling is the thoughts. Correct. Okay. What else?
Mouth for speaking.
So that is a different part. What we are calling is a sensing. Mouth, you can speak it from the mouth, but now I am asking what the senses or the sorry, fingers? No. Feel for what? From where? Hands for what? To feel what? You have to tell me the feeling. So from your eyes you feel the pictures or the objects from the outside. Yeah. Touch. Okay, I'll clear it. not the fingers, not only the fingers, all your body area you feel, right? That is the body feeling. Yes? Skin, correct. Skin is to feel the outside feeling. We are saying the heat or the coolness or like that. You feel it from the skin, or we are calling as a body. So those are the 6 main sensing areas, or the objects what we are telling. The 6 organs. Normally we are called as organs. What is the organs? So eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the body. What we are calling, we are not going to call as the skin, the body, and the brain. So these are the only things not only the humans, all the animals can get the outside objects to himself. That is all these objects, all these devices were acting to get the outside objects to yourself, inside to yourself. So from your eyes you will get the outside pictures to inside to yourself, and you will have the sound from the outside. You will feel the sound noise from your ears, like that. All these 6 senses were acting to sense something from the outside. By the sensing, what will happen? There's a thing called, what we call as a hindrance were occurred. Why is this occurring? So wrong understanding of these objects. So if you see something, so if you doesn't know the absoluteness of that object, what will happen? Either you having a desire or you having the anger. So if you see a picture, if you like that, you will have the desire. If you doesn't like that thing, what will happen? You will have the anger. Depend on that you think, talk and work. Then what will happen? That 3 actions what we are telling is the karma. It is bad actions. It is bad. If you are in anger or desire, it is not a good action, good karma. So what we are saying, it's not good, it's a bad karma. So this bad karma will affect you to be in bad states next life. So if you doesn't have a anger or a desire when you see a picture or hear a noise, hear a sound, or feel something from outside, then that will be called as a good karma. But all these 2 karmas, what will happen? If you are having good karma or the bad karma, that will affect when you come to a state of dying. The final moment, if you are come to a state of death, if you are having more good karma, it will having a more possibility to reborn in a good state. If you have more bad karma, what will happen? You will reborn in hell. Yeah. Not only we can't say exactly going to the hell. Maybe in an animal state. Yeah.
Like not good countries like Ethiopia, like
Maybe.
water.
Yeah, you have to suffer some with that thing. So you may be in Ethiopia, maybe without food you can born in like that area, or maybe in a animal state. Yeah. Yes, you may born as an ugly one person. Yeah, that will happen.
You were born with a parent, without a parent, with a parent, and the parents quickly pass away.
And you will losing your parents. Yeah, correct. That will happen. Depend on your bad karmas. You be?
When you're reborn, they'll be back into your life.
Yeah. You will be reborn in the bad status. as the hell or the animals or hungry beings, what we call the preta or the asura. There are two different animal states. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of things will happen, depend on your karma. So the thing is, how we are going to stop this birth. Yeah.
By doing really good things.
Really good things will carry you to the good status, to the heaven or the human beings, or the we are telling that Brahmin state, or we are calling there's a formless gods and form gods, like that.
Good
Good.
merit.
So if you get merits, you will have the good karma. So good karma, good actions will carry you to a good state. Yes. Sorry? If you are having a longer life, you will have to do more and more karmas, good or bad karmas were there. Yeah. Trying to say? Yeah. Yeah. So what will happen to that? Yeah, that is a wrong understanding. Because of the wrong understanding, you are doing bad actions. That will affect you to born in a bad status. Yeah, if you understand that thing, you have to stop that thing. But I'm asking, if you stop that thing and you are doing the good karmas, right? If you are not killing the people, you are not harming the people, and you are not stealing the things.
Daham netha TV.
මුලා වුනෙත් විව්‍ර කරන්නට කාලයයි.